Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning into yourself as you breathe deeply. My name is Margot Matty. I'm here with a Zodiac forecast for all the Zodiac signs for the energetic new year of this year, 2020, beginning with Aries. So I'd already pulled Aries and Taurus. So for Aries, pulled the Three of Pentacles and this Zodiac card, Leo. So the Three of Pentacles, plugging back into yourself, plugging back into a foundation of peace for yourself first and foremost before externalizing your energy. What does your home frequency feel like? What are you giving your passions, your fire to? Especially with Leo, how are you using those creative fires? Is that serving you? Is that serving the collective? Is it making you feel good? Or is it depleting your energy and regressing you? Really take a look at this and establishing peace within yourself first. Trusting in yourself more, knowing your purpose, plugging into that, unveiling what that is if you're still figuring it out, and not feeling down on yourself if you have not completely figured it out, because we're always changing and fluctuating anyway. We're always growing and expanding anyway. So we don't need to hold ourselves to one thing, one mission, one job, one title, one role, okay? So it's okay to be where you are and to examine your frequency right now and what would it feel like if more peace, discipline, structure, and willingness to motivate yourself to do the things that you need to do was in place. How would it look like then? Okay, Taurus. Taurus, the High Priestess, and Sagittarius. Okay, so you have the ability to expand yourself, to up-level yourself, to go into a deeper conscious state, to create in a deeper, more meaningful, powerful way. Or you can regress. You can go back to what's comfortable, so that's up to you. We have to be willing to get out of what's comfortable and to take risk and to step out and to be seen. Use the wisdom of the Sagittarius fires to expand yourself through critical thinking, through really tapping deeper into yourself and what things mean to your subconscious, what things mean to the belief systems you hold. And if you're going to be willing to let them go and let go of the energies that you know are holding you back, or you know it's just comfortable. And I get it, because security and stability and just safety and feeling at ease and at home in your home environment and in yourself, that's a big part of you and what Taurus is about. So it's understandable, but at the same time, we have to be willing to step outside of what we're used to, what we're comfortable with, in order to expand ourselves into even a greater level of peace that we truly desire and deserve. Use your skills, use your intuitive skills, use those skills that are hidden or that others are not going to understand, and really plug into what you could do with those and how those can bring about positive and expansive change for you on all levels. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, continue to be real with yourself. Hold on, I'll drop the card. Okay, so just keep being real with yourself. Keep asking yourself what it is you want, and if how your current state is like truly what you want, and what you're going to do to make it better, or make it more positive, or make it like really what you want, instead of just settling for something that's similar to it. And you have the intelligence to do so. Just be using your intelligence in an intelligent way, okay? Don't be letting yourself go down these old rabbit holes of the past and how things used to be, and how this thing didn't work out, or that didn't work out, or why am I at this place, It's like, just focus on where you are, though. Like, just be more present. The Hanged Man is what I pulled. The Hanged Man. So there's chance for breakthrough. There's chance for more revelation this year, and more ability to take a different perspective and draw the energy back in before externalizing it, or being reactive, or feeling like you need to justify or explain, or, you know, it's just like, it's time to let all of that go, and you know it, and you have been doing that, hopefully. So we just want to continue to plug into ourselves and our energy, and how we're using the thoughts, and how we're perhaps using them for looking at the past when we need to be more focused on the present. Use the past for power. Venus. Pulled Venus. Okay. So, especially when it comes to relationship with yourself, how you give yourself love, in relationship with others, how you give and receive love, and what that is for you, and if you're being real about that. If you're not getting that, then releasing it and letting go of what needs to be let go, so greater versions of love, greater versions of exchange can come into your field. You have to give space for that. So really being about the things that you say that you're about when it comes to those areas of your life, and how you're showing up for yourself, and if you're externalizing your energy before showing up for yourself. That's something I feel this whole year everybody needs to really be zoning in on. Am I externalizing my energy as a reaction, or am I willing to go within myself and just be with myself about whatever this is that's coming up? You have to be willing to give more energy to yourself. It's not conceit. It's not selfishness. It's necessary in order to expand and up-level your vision. If you never sit with yourself, if you never allow feelings to arise, if you never allow yourself to introspect, to reflect, to meditate, where are the solutions going to arise from? How are you going to make things different? You just keep going in the same wheels, in the same loops, in the same actions and habits and thoughts and ideas, over and over. Your life like plateaus. Do you understand what I'm saying? Go back home to yourself first. Then proceed. Then see what it is that you can do to uplift the collective and those around you. Okay. Zone in on that, Gemini, in all the signs. We're not here to just have frivolous sense, pleasure, fun all the time. That's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, but then that's where all your energy goes all the time. You got to plug out of this matrix of how they try to get you into your senses all the time, how they try to make you buy things or need things or want the body or feel like you're not enough, blah, blah, blah. It's old. We see what you're doing, okay? So we now come home to ourselves, and from there we proceed, and from there is true divine power. Cancer. Cancer, something about fear. You need to let go some fears of things, and you need to allow yourself to be a little bit more open. And to be better about the boundary of those who you let in, too. The Magician. Oh, I love that. The Magician. There's some alchemizing you can do. You've been doing a lot of it, and you're at a much better place than you used to be, and you know that. There are still things that you can change. There are still things that you can be better about receiving. And you sometimes feel like you have this, well, I just have to do it in order to get it done, or nobody gets it done the way that I like, or I've told you so many times, and right, I don't know, just being crabby. And instead just alchemizing those feelings, because 9 times out of 10 it's about you, it's not about the other person or what the situation is, because we can handle everything with grace when we come from peace from within. So using things more for a better introspection and perspective rather than getting defensive or ignoring it. There may still be some thread of something that you can take in from what you're being told, from what you're experiencing, from who you're talking to, from their energy that you're observing, okay? Being more observant and less judgmental, less like you need to put someone in a category, or, well, I'm never talking to them again, or, you know, just allow yourself to be a little bit more free in what the divine is presenting to you, and to flow with it, but not in the extreme of against your boundary. So we are transforming our reality now. We have done a lot of inner introspection, and we need to continue to do so. And now we are being able to apply it more in our reality, and we can see how that's coming up for us. Sagittarius. Okay? So you're going to expand through using the things that make you reactive, and then instead seeing how it could actually fuel a different, higher perspective, maybe that is still similar to the one that you held before you heard this news, before you interacted with this person, or before they told you this thing about yourself, whatever, right? You're still like, well, I'm still gonna do it my way, but I like da-da-da about what you just said to me. And so you are a little bit like, oh, okay, and that feels more opening and more energizing than when you contract, or when you're like shutting down or completely dismiss somebody like for forever maybe. So Sagittarius and the Magician. The Magician is the sun, so tapping into your creative abilities, letting yourself shine, letting the emotions come into a creative fire within you. Leo. Leo, you gotta look at the people who are really for you. You know, where you're spending your time frivolously with people who are like about you, or they're just not putting in the same effort as you. Ooh, the Hermit. Examining your relationships by first examining the one with yourself and what you're willing to tolerate and why are you tolerating that. Why are you being around certain energies is what I'm getting. Okay, you know better. In fact, you could write a book about knowing better, right? So meditating more, relaxing more in the sense of easing the mind, walking meditation, something, okay? You need to be with yourself. In Leo. I love that. Alright, so even more of your energy coming through. So use your sign to your advantage. Use your confidence, your creativity, your poise, your ability to take risk, your ability to just show up and just be out there. Use that to your advantage. But first, contract within a little bit and see what's coming up for you and see how it is that you deserve to be around better energy and how you can hone some things in yourself and let go of some things in yourself where you will have the ability to be like, hey, this isn't for me, and that's okay. And we have to be willing to let people sit with what comes up for them when we maybe don't want them in our field anymore. You can be a leader this year. You can really step more into a leadership role if you're not already in one. But you have to be willing to see what it is that triggers you and makes certain things arise in you. And it's mostly your fault. Because you're allowing certain people in your life, or you're allowing certain experiences in your life, and you know better. Light the way, Leo. Okay. Virgo. Virgo, come to center. I'm getting come to center. Strength. I love that. Strength. Strength in mind, strength in spirit, strength in action. It comes from an inner foundation. It comes from being in your center, in your home frequency. You have to know when your analyzation is needed, when your deep observation and your critical eye is needed, and when it's not. When you're giving energy and attention and analyzation and all of these kinds of things to something that is not bringing you any fruition. It's frivolous. Saturn. So you need more discipline somewhere. You need more discipline in maybe your spiritual practice. Establishing what that is for you, taking a deeper look at what it is that's going to help you, finding help if you need it. Sometimes you try to do too much on your own or think that you are figuring it all out on your own when you need to rest or be more disciplined in what you are giving your energy and attention to. And how certain things are restricting you by you giving your energy to them. Often we think that we are maintaining when, in a sense, we come to self-sabotage. Because we continue these old ways and giving our attention to things that are not building us up, that are not giving us strength. And we impose limitations on ourselves because we think we can't do it. And then we can blame other things or experiences or circumstances or people. Or, that's what you're allowing around you. People who victimize, they don't bring themselves their own strength. Try to hold you accountable for what's going on in their life, okay? So, take a look at that. Take a look at what you're letting in and what it means to you to come back to center, okay? Scorpio. Set some more time aside for creativity and getting that. Just for free creativity. Just like a little bit of drawing, a little bit of singing, like even 5 minutes. I feel like that's gonna really help you tune into yourself. Journaling, but even I'm just getting something kind of more free, more unrestricted. But like setting a timer for it. 5-10 minutes. And just doing that every day. Seeing how it makes you feel. For like a month. Longer. Probably be better, but try it out. You need just some magic, some play. Some play that is not hurting you. Something light. Yeah, something childlike. Okay, justice I pulled. Do you give yourself enough ease and grace when it comes to how you're navigating and how you're doing your best and what that means for you? Or are you not bringing yourself enough peace or creating more stress or strife in your life? I'm pulling another card for you. Okay, the High Priest. High Priest. Yeah. Have some more grace for yourself and come back into the things that are going to help you feel more in tune with your inner child and what it wants to do, and how that will help to lift something in you. It will help to just make you feel lighter, and it brings divine lightness in the way that you're communicating. It brings more warmness in what you're communicating and how you're presenting yourself. Maybe also speaking to how people are looking up to you. They're looking up to you to balance things, to bring justice to things, to set things right. Put you in a kind of point of leadership, and it causes some pressure on you. Making sure that you're going to be doing the right thing. And what that means to you without the outside information. Tapping into what that means to you first. You can bring greater justice and greater understanding to topics and situations and even to people, but you have to be clear on that within yourself first and how to communicate it effectively. The first house. Do it your own way. Immediately, the way you project yourself, who you are, your desires, your actions. Yeah, the way you project yourself, see? So, finding the voice that feels best to you and feels strong without being overpowering or demanding or aggressive. Coming to a greater sense of poise and peace, and applying your desires towards things that are going to up-level you and uplift you in your life and in your relationships and exchanges. Yes. Sagittarius. 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 Lean into your intuition a little bit more. Lean into the things that are coming up in your field and what you're observing. The High Priestess again. Yes. Working with the feelings. Finding more emotional expansion, emotional communication, emotional acceptance, emotional observation. The things that drive and move people and how we can communicate to them that we are seeing this. That way it's hopefully going to assist them. getting back more in touch with the cycles of things. You know, the High Priestess is associated with the moon. Plugging more into the moon again. Your feminine nature, your ability to receive and be soft. And also your ability to give that. Let's pick another card. Leo. So you can use all of that inner knowledge, understanding, intuition for creativity, for the ability to use your creative skills for livelihood, for awareness for those around you, speaking through different mediums to get to people. Stepping into your confidence, trusting, taking risk. Knowing that you are whole and holy. You deserve the things that you desire. You deserve to let your voice be heard by yourself and by others. Good. Capricorn. Capricorn. Feel some heaviness right now with you, Capricorn. Like, gotta really look at how you're balancing your energy. How you take on certain things. And what that means energetically. Judgment. Yeah, use greater judgment with how you are externalizing your energy, how you're giving it to the world, how you're showing up for the world, how you're assisting the world, and you most likely have a good heart and have good intentions, but there's only one of us. There's only one of us, so we need to just be really loving on ourselves, caring for ourselves, having greater discernment with the energy that says that it cares about us when we see maybe it doesn't. This could even be family. And that's okay. We accept where people are, but we can withdraw. We can give it space. And it's not withdrawing in a negative way. It's just like, I'm gonna let this breathe. And maybe you go back to it later. But breathe with yourself. Give space and grace to yourself. There's feels like somewhere in your field you're letting something in that you could do better about it. Or cut it off. The 5th house. Do it dramatically, fun, romance, making art, with the trust of a child. Power of love, your creations. Yeah, keep loving on yourself. Continuing to let old paradigms fall away and trusting like a child would that things will work out, that things will get better. And discerning will get better. And our ability to know how to balance things will get better. I just believe in it. Because why wouldn't I? Because I'm trusting like a child. I wake up with the joy and zeal of a child every day. And for what the child wants to explore and do. and create and play with and have fun with and see and hug. Also taking more chance on yourself. There's something that you can do in a greater way, so step into that. And know what needs to be left in the past. Good. Aquarius, Aquarius. Oh, you need to speak up more. For some reason I'm getting that you need to speak up more. Some of y'all need to speak up more. Some of you, no. You like eat your thoughts. You eat the things that you're about to say. And you're like, oh, why did I do that? I still have to say. So just say. Queen of Swords. Love that. Use your thoughts in a more powerful way. Speak the things you want to say. Really activate your throat chakra. You know? Speak your truth. Say what it is you need to say, because you can't be holding that inside. That affects you. Cut that away. What do you want to say? What do you want to express? What's on your heart? What do you want to explore? Venus. What do you want to exchange with? Who do you want to speak with? Who do you want to give messages to, like through the airwaves, telepathically? Who do you want to have fun with on that level? And if you're in partnership already, just exploring that more. How we speak to each other, how we receive the thoughts from each other, how we give the thoughts to each other, how we support each other through the thoughts. Can we dream together? Explore some more spiritual things that you can do in partnership, i.e. with the, with the thoughts and with dreaming, with discussing deep topics that lead to greater expansion and ideas and solutions about those topics. And not just going along with the good times if you don't want to. Speak up. Speak what it is you want to say and do. How you want to be and breathe and live and see and explore. Continue to use your observations for creations, for greater thought forms, for art, for solutions, for innovations. Continue to be observational with people. See how they're presenting what's really going on with them through how they're speaking. Good. Pisces. Pisces, I feel good for you. I feel like you are making promises to yourself and you're keeping them. And you're not letting others off the hook. You're trusting in You're trusting in what is your mission, what you feel you're here to be doing, and what you're doing currently, and how that is your mission, fits into your mission. You know that it's on the way. You're trusting more, being more secure. 9 of Pentacles. So with your trust, take your grounded energy, your wisdom, your insight, and be able to give it out into the world. Affect positive change by just being yourself, by just being in your energy, your natural home vibration. It's good to be at home. It's good to be at home. It's good to plug into like our physical home and be safe in that environment. But use your skills, use your wisdom to affect others in a positive way. By stepping out sometimes. Stepping out of your comfort zone, stepping out of your literal home. Stepping out of your regular routine, finding a way to shake it up, to make it different, take a different route, take a different perspective. Keep plugging into your spiritual practice. Serving as a full-time job. Do it a little at a time. In the 6th house, your work, what is good for us, service to others. So I feel like you're doing a lot of serving. You're out doing a lot as far as abundance and money and goals that you want to attain. But Spirit is asking you a little bit to plug into a greater vision as well. What do you want to attain on a more global, collective level? What would you like for other people to feel in the collective energy? And how would you like the environment to be around you if like you could shape that? If you could be like, hey, I would like if everybody today when I went in was peaceful, emotionally balanced, right? So we just continue to give thanks and say what it is that we want and harp on it is that what we want versus the things that we don't want, the old, the past. Like we've done that, we've been through it, so we have to be willing to put ourselves out there in the sense of I have this wisdom or I have this positivity today that I want to give out. And it could be so small. I just am getting to put yourself out there a little bit more aside from work, aside from money. Join in on the fun with everyone. And, you know, keep allowing time for just yourself, for your own space, for embodying the spirit of you. Yes, good. Wonderful. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. May these words, may these messages uplift you and impact you in a more expansive way and remind you to return to your home frequency and to embody your true divine self and to trust that all is well and to have more play and more light, more acceptance and ease and grace for yourself and others in this life. May this year bring you many blessings and much abundance and much revelation to proceed forward and upwards on your journey. As I had mentioned in my previous video, this is the year of the tiger, so it's just a really powerful time to get into gear and to go towards the things that we truly desire and want, and to release those things that are no longer serving us, so that we can make space for what it is that we really say we want. Just continuing to put yourself out there, working on your skills, up-leveling your skills, finding fire, excuse me, finding fire to go after your passions, and alchemizing the emotions to give you greater peace and greater inner knowledge of how the emotions can work for you, and how we can allow them to clear things out of us and to fuel our purpose. I'm here at Lettuce Lake Park around Tampa, Florida. It's a beautiful area. Always encouraging you to be with nature, to quiet your mind and yourself, and to give reverence to yourself and to all of creation. And that you deserve that. You deserve the peace of nature. So come out into nature and let yourself unplug, and let it soothe your soul and help you to come to greater understanding, greater peace within. Much love. Donations are always welcome, never expected. They can be done so through Cash App, the $ Margot Matty, my name, MARGOT, MATTY, the number 44, that's Cash App, and through PayPal with my email, or my name as well, Margot Matty. I look forward to coming back with more messages, more love, more joy, lightness, and sacred space for us to hold together, so that we can continue to know and trust ourselves truly and fully as we rise in our purpose. And expand into greater love, and greater skill and awareness from our abilities within, from the love within. I love you.